There's this idea that staying single means something is wrong with you, that you are broken, afraid, commitment phobic, or secretly unhappy. And if you are still single, while everyone else seems to be pairing off, your brain quietly absorbs that message until it starts feeling like a personal failure, even when your life is full, peaceful, and intentional. Psychology says this story is not only false, it is deeply misunderstood. The truth is, staying single is rarely about lack, and more often about awareness. Research shows many people remain single because their standards, emotional boundaries, and self-understanding have evolved faster than social expectations, and instead of chasing relationships to fill a gap, they choose alignment, clarity, and psychological safety over urgency. One reason many people stay single is emotional self-sufficiency. Psychology describes this as internal regulation, where your brain learns to meet its own emotional needs rather than outsourcing them to another person. People like this don't fear loneliness because solitude feels stable, not empty. They enjoy connection, but don't depend on it for identity. So when a relationship threatens their peace, their nervous system signals caution, not excitement. And this is often misread as being cold or distant, when in reality, it is emotional maturity, choosing calm over chaos. Another factor is pattern awareness. Research on attachment shows that people who have reflected deeply on past relationships are more likely to stay single longer because they can now recognize red flags early. Your brain becomes skilled at detecting emotional inconsistency, mixed signals, and unresolved trauma. So instead of romanticizing potential, you step back. This is why single people are often accused of being too picky, when actually they're simply no longer unconscious participants in familiar cycles. There is also the psychology of autonomy. People who value independence experience higher dopamine from self-directed goals than from relational validation, meaning your brain rewards freedom, growth, and personal mastery more strongly than approval or reassurance. These individuals don't avoid relationships, they avoid ones that require shrinking themselves. And because society often rewards coupling over individuality, their choice is misunderstood as avoidance rather than self-respect. Another overlooked reason is emotional bandwidth. Psychology shows that deep thinkers, introverts, and highly sensitive individuals process relationships intensely. Their brains absorb emotional nuance, conflict, and responsibility at a higher cognitive cost. So staying single becomes a way to protect mental energy. This doesn't mean they fear intimacy. It means they need depth, safety, and emotional intelligence, not constant stimulation. And when those conditions aren't present, solitude feels healthier than compromise. Finally, many single people are not waiting, they're listening to timing. Your brain develops clarity after periods of intentional solitude, where identity is not blurred by compromise. Research shows people who spend time single by choice often form healthier relationships later because they enter from wholeness, not urgency. This patience is often mistaken for delay when it is actually psychological preparation. So if you are single and feel calm, grounded, and aligned, psychology would say nothing is wrong. Your brain may simply be prioritizing emotional safety, self-awareness, and long-term well-being over social pressure. Staying single is not a failure of connection. It is often a sign that your standards, your nervous system, and your self-respect are finally working together. If this perspective resonated with you, take a moment to like the video, share it with someone who needs reassurance, and subscribe for more psychology-based insights that help you understand yourself without shame or labels.